Hey everybody, this is Mike Reed coming at you with a video segment about stock trading in regards to the commercial appliance industry. And I'm going to bring on a friend of mine. It's a little windy today. I'm going to bring on a friend of mine that I've known since I was in my 20s, my brother Anthony. And I'm going to bring him in just a second. Here we go. And fair use.
Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances.
All right, so we go on through our fair use issue here. Thank you all for coming to the channel. My name is Mike Reed. This is a channel dedicated to the commercial appliance industry, and we're going to break into the stocks that are related to the industry and show you how they correlate to the business, what they mean. So Anthony is going to break down stocks. He's going to go over their trending patterns, the whole nine, and then I'm going to give my breakdown on it. Hold on, let me add him in, and 1 second. Introduce yourself, brother.
How you guys doing? I'm Anthony.
All right. So, yeah, this is his first video. He's been wanting to do this for a long time. I've got his charts up right now. So, Anthony, if you wouldn't mind, give us the first one.
Okay, the first one is Exxon Mobil, and what we're looking at, it is forming a perfect, what I'd like to call, falling wedge. Right now, where you see the two, what look kind of like a powdered purple lines, those two powdered purple lines, it keeps coming back to that area, bouncing down. That's your resistance, 118.66, and it backs back down. Once it crosses back through 116.69, which is that support, it just keeps dropping. Once it falls out of that falling wedge, it'll continue to drop. My guess is that about anywhere between 112 and 114 would be a good buy zone to take it up for a long.
All right, let me show my screen real quick. So this is Exxon Mobil's site. You guys might recognize the symbol. Here's what they do. This is the first one, Anthony. So I'm gonna ease them into it because you're gonna have people of different backgrounds. They're gonna be looking at this. So you guys mainly know Exxon Mobil for the gas stations, and that's why I'm bringing this up, because these are the different brands: Exxon Mobil, Esso, and XTO Energy. What we do in our business is, let me see here, it is, Exxon Mobil. So they own these different gas stations. It's important to understand what these different companies are doing. Now, they say not to put all your eggs in one basket, but I say do things in moderation. So there's nothing wrong with doing work at an Exxon gas station and also making money off the stocks. So that's what Anthony is here doing today, is to show you how you can make money off of trading Exxon Mobil shares. Let's see here, I'm going to use my current location. Oh, I just had to turn it on. As you can see, Exxon Mobil is all over. There's plenty of opportunities. And now let me go back to Anthony's screen. So now you're saying, Anthony, you're saying that this is going where in the next, in the short term. So you're saying if you buy some futures on this,
I mean, there's a couple of ways that you could play it. The first way that I would play it currently from where it's at right now is currently sitting at 118.34 per share. I believe the absolute top on this in a short term within the next 24 hours to the next week, the top would be 119.15. And then it's going to come back down. So I would say the better play for the shorter term would be to buy puts and buy puts for like 117. Now, if you want, you could call me and I can tell you where to buy in at. And if you buy in at the right entry and you buy a 1 month contract, you should be able to at least double, if not triple, your money within a month.
Okay. Now, what else do you see? What other stocks are we talking about today? What's the next one on the list?
The next one on the list would be Coca-Cola. That's the only other one that I'm prepared for today.
That's fine. Let's go to it. Let's lean into it.
Okay, Coca-Cola is in a downward motion. Like we had talked about earlier, I saw it going down more. Everybody was saying this is the perfect buy zone. And don't get me wrong, I feel it is a good buy zone, but it's not. It could come lower. And what I mean by lower is I'd like to see it come to at least maybe 62.50, 63. And then it'd be perfect buy zone. Right now, it's really oversold. It has bullish diversions. And like I said, right now, it'd be a good buy. Truthfully, I believe it'd be a better buy as of Wednesday. I believe everything will be in more. We'll have a better idea of what's going to happen as of Wednesday morning, because Tuesday evening is, results of the election.
And this is stock ticker symbol
KO for Coke. Right now, we're looking for a long on Coke as well. For Coke, we would actually not do a 30-day contract. We would do at least a 60 to 90-day contract on Coca-Cola, taking it long, going back up. And like I said, if anybody would like to know what the perfect entry point would be, the numbers in the bottom screen.
Yeah, your information is right down here at the bottom. It is got a couple of different ways to get a hold of you. So you'll see you got Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, all different manners. There we go. I got the banner up there right there. So Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and of course this is contact information. Now here's the information on Coke. These are the different brands: Coke, Sprite, Fanta, Smart Water. This is what you would invest in. So as you can see, these are all the different brands that in the commercial appliance industry, these are all ones that we are servicing. Hold on, let me go back to Anthony. So once again, you said this is the trend on this is going in which direction?
On Exxon Mobil,
we're on Coke.
On Coca-Cola. On Coca-Cola, I mean that right now the trend is bearish. He's bearish. He's going down. Mm-hmm. He's definitely bearish. It's going down. My point is that if you allow him to come down a little bit further, and like I said, we can get deeper into what the perfect entry would be, but
Mhm.
ultimately what you want to do is take this for a long. You want to take this going back up because it will go $72 plus within the next any between the next 30 to 90 days. It will go up. If you get the perfect entry, you can make a lot of money.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. Anthony's got a different take on Coke. Now, Coke, as I've told you guys before, Coke has their own people, but they're only handling a very small amount of the service work. With them in a downward trend for the moment, they might decide to cut back on some of their techs, possibly. And then, what do you think is going to start the upward momentum for Coke? What's leading you to believe?
Hopefully, I think what's really going to start that bull trend with them would be for Pepsi because of everything what's happening with Pepsi right now with layoffs and whatnot.
Yeah, I did a story about that. How Pepsi is
the catalyst.
three different bottling facilities.
That's going to be the catalyst. That's going to be the catalyst. That's what's going to be the catalyst to this.
So you think that Coke and Pepsi are kind of tied together?
No, if you notice, Pepsi's worth almost 3 times as much. Not that makes any difference. We got to look at the difference. Well, you already know the difference between Pepsi and Coke, the services that they offer. So
yeah,
their value different. That's why one costs more than the other.
Right, but what's you think that Coke is going to go back on an upward trend, and why is that?
Oh, I know it's going to go back on an upward trend because of if you look at their financials, again, you could go into the fundamentals. And then again, what I'm a big stickler on, not only the fundamentals, you're looking at a really good company with also the fundamentals, like I say, the charting.
So essentially you're saying there is nothing wrong with Coke. So you're saying that these are all outside forces that are bringing Coke stock down. And basically once this election is over with, you're seeing that Coke is going to be going back on an upward trend.
Exactly.
And they can talk to you more about it, but the whole reason for us doing this show together is to give them a little something, right? Give them a little something. So if you guys want to know exact numbers into what Anthony has looked into as to what he believes is the bottom based on Anthony's trending. So he's looked at the charts, he's looked at the forward projections, and you can talk to him about the particulars on that. And so we've got Coke, we touched on a little bit of Pepsi, and of course Exxon. Now Coke is tied in with Exxon. I would need to see if, hold on, let me see here. I don't know if Exxon and Coke are together. Hold on one second. Let me see if Exxon and Coke are together. Do you go into Exxon gas stations?
Yes.
Have you seen, what kind of drinks do you see in there? Hold on a second.
Well, as far as the fountain drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, man, they got, I mean, it's usually Pepsi products.
It's Pepsi. See, that's what I'm trying to get at. That's what.
I rather the Coke products myself, but it's normally Pepsi products when you go to the gas stations from what I see.
Coke or Pepsi? I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm trying to find it right now. Let me show you my screen. I'm trying to find it right now. Looks like I'm just gonna have to stop off at one, and then I'll report on it later. I'll report on it later. Because I don't even know if it's a mix, if they are doing Coke and Pepsi, or if it's just.
So you know what? I don't know if any of your listeners are into this, but let me tell you a real quick scout would be on SPY, ticker symbol SPY. Right now, it's heading down. Just man, the market's going down.
Hold on, let me go through it real quick. Now, what is SPY?
SPY is ticker symbol SPY. It like covers pretty much all of the major stuff in the stock, or most of the major stuff in the stock market, mainly the Magnificent Seven. And right now,
and what is the Magnificent Seven?
Companies like Apple.
Are you talking about the Spider Index?
SPY, SPY, yes.
You're talking about the Spider. Okay, you're talking about. All right.
Yeah, it's ticker symbol SPY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, so you're talking about the Spider Index. Okay.
Yes. So, that's coming down, man. That's coming down quick too. It gapped down, and it's still coming down.
Let me go back to you.
It's coming down, right? I tell you right now that thing is going to come down. Matter of fact, I know I can't say that, but yeah, it's coming down.
So that's basically the whole of the S&P 500.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see what else. So we went over Coke. You actually gave a little bit about Pepsi. We talked about Exxon. I'm going to have to look into a little bit more on the products inside Exxon Mobil. So that's going to be some homework I'm going to have to do. As I leave out today and go do some work, I'll make certain to stop off at an Exxon Mobil and go ahead and do that. But anything else you wanted to wrap up? You wanted to get into before we wrap this up? And hold on real quick before we wrap this up. When people call you to get a consultation, what kind of phone call would they expect to have with their 30-minute conversation?
30 minutes. I'll go over 3 stocks that they want to talk about the most. 3 stocks.
That's kind of ambitious. You're gonna go ahead and talk about 3 in 30 minutes. I don't know, man. I don't even know if you can get past 1. I don't think you're as long-winded as I am, brother. I don't know if you realize that. You're
well, 2. Okay, so
you
2
might
and
be
30
a little more
minutes.
long-winded than I am.
So 2 and 30 minutes. 2 and 30 minutes.
I wouldn't even tie myself to any particular stocks, but so they can expect to talk to you and get your take on what you think is hot right now. Basically.
Yes.
All right. So for a good quick phone conversation, and you would just tell them about regular trading and doing futures, or what kind of conversation are we looking at? What kind of trading?
The kind of trading that I'm interested in short term, long term. I'm into anything that makes money. Really and truthfully, starting off to build a small account, because that's usually most people that I help with. I help people build small accounts into large accounts. So I mean, what the main focus would be on in the beginning would be day trades and swing trades. And then from there on, it would be like, if you wanted to continue with me, it'd be buying dividends, stocks, and anything that's going to make you money in the long term and continue to make money to where your money's not sitting.
All right. And this is just because Anthony is not a stock trader. So this is just
Yeah, I'm just letting you know what I would do.
Right. So this is just
and
advice
things that I am doing.
Right. That they would, that you have your eye on, that you've been checking and see what is trending and what is not. What's bullish, what's bearish, and to go from there. All right. So if you guys like this segment, let me know. I'm going to try to include more of this either weekly or bi-weekly in the show. And if you guys really do like it, maybe we could do a whole separate show, just Anthony and myself, talking about different shares. Because we want to talk about Home Depot. We want to talk about Lowe's. What were some of the other ones we talked about, Anthony? We talked about, you said you want to talk about Chipotle.
Chipotle is a good one. Yeah, Chipotle is about to explode. Chipotle
we wanted to talk about Chipotle. We wanted to talk about Starbucks. All those different things, like I said, that have to do with the commercial service industry. It goes hand in hand. It's very important that you know what your client is doing and how they're doing financially. It helps you make your moves, whether you're going to build with that client or whether you're going to look for other passions. And on that note, I am going to wrap this up. See if I got any outro. Thanks for watching the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll have more for you in the future. All right, brother. All right, we're done.
Yeah, that felt kind of weird, but yeah, man, that's
why
cool.
I told you it feel kind of weird. That's all. Like, you got to focus, man. It's a different
thing.
That's
why I turned the music down and actually off.
Yeah, you got to turn the music off. Yeah. I told you it's a completely different thing. So now this is recorded. What I'll do is.
Yeah, send me the recording before you post it, man. Let me look at it, man.
This is going live, my G. Oh no, I'm about to call you now because I'm about to start doing this work on this thing. No, man, I ain't gonna delay this no more. We're gonna put this stuff out there, brother. We're gonna put this stuff out there. Yeah,
this is crazy.